Hey everybody, it's Sally. It is Saturday about 4:16 Eastern Standard Time, and I just need to make a video for myself. God, you know what? I feel like all of a sudden that maintenance thing just hit me. Um, I am struggling. I mean, sometimes when you go into maintenance, you have the occasional day when you're hungry. Like crap hungry, like head hungry, like no reason in the world you should need to eat anything, but you want to chew something anyway, or you're going to chew your arm off hungry. Not even really a gut hunger, really just a tongue and a head hunger, and God knows what the problem is. I don't know. I'm trying to think, what is it? What's eating you, Sally? As you're eating something else. And I just, I don't know that people think I'm, God knows, I hope nobody thinks I'm perfect or I'm doing this perfectly because I do the best I can. But the last couple of days, May was a wild, crazy month and I managed to survive it. And then last weekend I went away and I went up like 7 pounds. Well, then I was encouraged to believe that a lot of that was water weight. And I agree, it was water weight. I went from 130 to 137 in like no time flat. And then, but who knows if my scale was right on the 130. You never know with those scales. Then I went down to 133.8 and I was thinking, okay, that's fine. You're okay now. Well, then I went to Body Pump, which I have really missed building my muscles. I mean, really, my muscles are sore today because of it. Body Pump on Friday, did that, walked 5 miles Wednesday, 5 miles Thursday because I walk with a friend in the mall and that's a 4 mile loop, doing the mall twice. And I always walk my dog. And so I've been trying to take him about a mile walk, which is a simple, easy peasy walk. So I don't know. I felt like I was making good choices on my food, but I did buy a lot of fresh fruit. And y'all know me, I'm not a heavy carnivore, like let me eat a ton of protein and fiber and veg be damned. That's not who I am. And there was a lot, and I've been out of everything at the store, so the fridge is bare from the month of May. I needed to restock and rethink what was I going to cook for my husband, what was I going to cook for myself. And there was a lot of fruit on sale, so I bought berries and cantaloupe and stuff like that. Um, but I have been craving crunchy crap, and that is not good. Um, Yesterday I kind of didn't do, I did great, and then there comes a point, and then the day before that I did well, and then there's a point in the day, and then you start to eat things you really have no business eating. But even then, when I go back and think about, but we're talking about crunchy, healthy things, but still, there's still carbohydrates, there's still processed carbohydrates. Um, and the fruit too. I don't want to feel guilty about eating fruit because I know there are macronutrients in them, but I don't feel guilty until the scale goes up. But then when the scale goes up, like this morning, it was 135, and I went, the hands aren't that swollen. I did get in the hot tub this morning, so maybe I did absorb a lot of water in my skin. I have no idea. Um, and right now, who does this remind you of? Um, Maybe nobody. Anyway, I'm having this little glass of wine, but this is the second little glass of wine I'm having because I've reached that point in the day where it's sort of like the witching hour, 4:20. It's just really, I can't figure out what is bothering me. Why? I mean, I'm not hungry right this minute because I'm having this little glass of wine and I do not need to eat anything after that. I'm fine. But it bothers me that this is starting to take control over me. The only good thing I can say about today is um, yeah, I can still fit in my size 4 jeans. Um, I took the dog for a walk early today, and a very tiny lady with a very small dog, or a moderately small dog, yelled out to me something like, what a tiny lady with a very big dog," to me. I'm thinking, well, there's some advantage to having a big dog now because in comparison, I look very tiny. Um, I don't know, you guys. I'm just kind of feeling at loose ends, and I'm not sure what it's about. I'm sure it'll be fine. And And you know what? I don't expect anybody to leave a comment. You guys are very generous to leave me comments, and I know I'm not writing people back. It's not that I don't appreciate it, because believe me, I do. I really just need to make that part of what I do, and I value that anybody stops by at all. But I just wanted to keep it real and say, you know what? What am I? Oh my God. Yeah. I'm, am I 20 months out? I think I'm 20 months out. And it occurred to me to start thinking about, well, what happens now? What happens if you do eat really, really well? And taking it back, body pump does build up your muscles, so I guess I should see some weight gain initially, but then in the end, I feel like when I do body pump on a regular basis, the muscle burns more calories, and so therefore it's okay. And I do love the feeling of being strong, and there's nothing wrong with the number 135. There's nothing freaking wrong with it. It's not about the number. It's about when I feel out of control with what I want to put in my face. And I don't often feel this way. So maybe next week it'll all blow over. Maybe it'll be like those days where you have that eating day that's like drives you insane and you think you've lost it and you've got an issue, and then the next 2 3 days you don't care if you eat anything and you're fine. Um, but regardless, I've totally forgotten where I was going with that, but there's nothing wrong with the number of 135. I have nothing to bitch and moan about. I know you guys have no reason to even understand that. It's the fear that perhaps, here it is where I was going. You know, in your future looms that season of your body will automatically start to absorb all the calories you eat. And honestly, I don't eat that many calories. I eat 1,000, 1,200. This week I could probably say I ate a few more, but the point is one day you're going to absorb all those calories. And and even if you eat low calorie or healthy, that scale might creep up, because my body never cooperated. It didn't matter what I did before the surgery, that my body did not cooperate. And I don't know if you guys ever remember a movie or a book. I saw the movie. It was called Charlie, and the book is called Flowers for Algernon. And it's about a man who was in a childlike state, a grown man, and then he got some experimental drug and he became a full-blown man in every sense of the word, fell in love with his therapist, psychiatrist, nurse person. They had an affair, and then the drug stopped working and he started to revert back. It was a real tearjerker. Um, and Algernon was this little mouse. That's why it's called Flowers for Algernon. I guess maybe the mouse died in the course of the book. I can't remember. It's been so many years. But there's a fear in me about that season when it all comes back, when all the calories absorb, and that I won't be able to keep up. I won't be able to do enough exercise or eat enough few calories. I mean, I could go down to starvation mode, but I don't see what, that's not healthy. I want to be healthy. And I just have to rationalize in my mind that it's okay. That if I'm doing the exact same thing I'm doing now and do it right, which I do, I will say 9/10 of the time, I'm right on task. Um, that if the weight creeps up and the weight creeps up and the weight creeps up, as long as I can sleep at night knowing I did everything I could within my physical power to do the right thing, and it still goes up, I have no control over that scale. And I have to learn that it's okay. So anyway, for those of us in maintenance, I guess it's a God, it's a bridge we all have to cross. It's something we all have to bear. It's that unknown until you're there and you walk through it to the other side. So that's it. Kind of a downer. I'm sorry. That's it. I'll see you guys next week. I did get a bicycle yesterday. Thursday. No, Friday. And I did ride it down the street and back. I haven't done it today because there's people out, but I do want to do it, and I do want to show you that I can do it, and and that's something I want to start doing. So anyway, all right, my nose is running. Must mean I've had enough wine, right? Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. You guys take care and have a good weekend. I'll be seeing you on Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works, I guess, on Monday. Bye, guys.